Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pull it.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And it's Davids. Roberto Carlos, drilled in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Roberto Carlos opts for safety.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Zanetti in acres of space out wide. Best. Now it's Messi. Oh, they can break here. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Well-timed, excellent interception. Manchester United are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Rummenigge is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Neymar. And it's been played through, and Hullet! Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Knocks it out wide. That's a decent clearance. Neymar. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. He has found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. Yep, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can clear their lines. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. There will be a throw-in. Davids. Ball's out once more. And it's Davids. Stood up well to him there. Rummenigge going about things with real menace. And this is Van Basten. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Knocks it into space. Van Basten. Davids. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good-looking ball. Pullet. Zanetti. Lofted in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. What a throw-in. And he's taking no chances there. Rummenigge, played in deep. And he gets rid in a hurry. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Messi. Looking to play him in. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Pinches it off him. And now the breakaway.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Zanetti. A heavy challenge. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 8, Messi.
Whistle goes, and 9, we start the second half.
Coming on the field,
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Ferdinand. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? Manchester United, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Ronaldinho. He's on it, can he get away?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, this looks sharp. Out towards the flank. Pullet being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's Davids. And here's Pullet. Zico. Well, that looks a cracking ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Just about up to the hour now. He's had it taken off him.
This is the time you need that pace.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And here's Hullet. Now it's Neymar. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Zanetti. That's Thuram. Zanetti. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Threads one in, and here's Zico. He's chosen to go back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Xavi Alonso.
Nigeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
This looks promising. That's a shade optimistic.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ronaldinho. Davids.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, well measured. He's in a great position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Substitution in progress.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now that's a fine challenge. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Now it's Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the pass is intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira could move up a gear here. Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. It's a searching pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
As it is about to be towed away.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Best. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Thuram clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Manchester United have got it. Cantona! And it's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nesta. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And here's Seedorf. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chance for a shot! Cross to the back post. And that should get the job done. Best. Thuram. Rijkaard. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bergomi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Bergomi did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Pele. At best. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now that's well seen too. Maldini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Messi. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Seedorf going full tilt down the left. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Neymar falls short. Big chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Pele! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Pele really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, good take and pull it! Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Pele. That's good play. Tries to pass it, takes a shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Maldini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted.
2 added minutes has been
Messi is
indicated.
sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Davids. Spread it left. Now it's Cantona. Now it's Messi. And it's half-time here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Manchester United really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Manchester United in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again. Mbappe. Platini. Seedorf. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Rijkaard. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing. Cantona really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And here's Cantona. Oh, just can he finish? It's hit the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Foot in. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Best. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. Manchester United are 2 up early in the second half. And here's Cantona. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the competition. He's having a shot! And he's following up! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Neymar. Now it's Cantona. Rodri. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Cantona. Rijkaard. And it's Davids. Now it's Messi. And he's running through. Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played back into the centre. Pelé. And it's Michel Platini. Mbappe. Can he finish? Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 20.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Neymar.
You have to expect that from everyone.
Number 5.
Now, can they get him away? He is through here. That has been cut short. Roberto Carlos.
Substitution.
Half an hour gone in the second half. No way through. Ronaldinho. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Hullet. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Roberto Carlos. Thuram, a picture of focus and alertness. Totti. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's Maldini. Best. Nicely weighted ball. Thuram gets over and intercepts. And here's Totti.
That was lovely, that.
And he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Mbappe. Has a look and plays it forward.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nicked it back promptly. And that is out of play.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Cruyff. Platini has created one goal already. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's well spotted. So that's it. It is all over. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Manchester United going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on Cantona? And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Davids. That has been slung wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short, and it's pulled back. And it's Ferdinand. Oh, they can break here. And here's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space out wide. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Neymar. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good take in a good area. But he's gone backward here. He's having a shot! Oh, that's neat. He has found the way through. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Pele. Oh, and Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's been cut out, well played. Darren Fletcher can see things others simply cannot. And here's Bale. Now it's Neymar. Closing in on goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Neymar. Now it's Cantona.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Best.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Davids. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Best, and he was quick to react. Gullit wins the duel this time. Neymar. Shot could be on. And it's Rijkaard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gullit.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Cantona purring through the gears. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi ploughing through the middle. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Best. Messi. It's Hullet. Now it's Pelé. And it's Fletcher. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
That was the first half. Let's hope the boys can turn it up for the second. Substitution for Manchester United. Number 20, Cantona. Coming on
And
the
the
field
second half gets underway.
Number 11.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Oh, well played. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Pelé. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Davids. Ball played for Rijkaard. Distributed tidily. Hullet. Pelé. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mbappe! Roberto Carlos. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Davids. Some really good ball movement. Shapes to shoot!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe, looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's there to belt it away. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Spread it left. Cleared without complication. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 6, Bale. Coming on to replace him is Number
Oh, that's
18.
delightful.
Substitutions taking place.
And this is Neymar, drilled in low. Rijkaard gets good distance on it, and it's Davids. Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both
Number
sides then
9.
taking this chance to
Coming on
turn
the
to their
field
benches.
is number 14, Nedved.
Manchester United
Substitution.
are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Tevez, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Into the last quarter of an hour. Rooney.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's got away. Now there's a fine ball. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. And it's Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's played it in low. Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And here's Cruyff. Maldini.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Darren Fletcher. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, nice touch. Nice interception, well timed.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Neymar, he's found Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a change. Oh, what has happened here? Chance for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Roberto Carlos finds himself offside. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. The end of the game.
And it's ended
Reflections?
on an even today.
Well, that really
A
did
big
fly
round of
by.
applause
It's
to
one of
both
these
sets of
games
players
where
who gave
everything
it their all.
progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too.
Mbappe! Now in for the pieces! He will be livid with himself. Into the channel. Gerrard is in a really good position out wide. Ferdinand. Roberto Carlos. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, easy pickings there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Hullet. And this is Shevchenko. Cafu. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Lens clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he was quick to react.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Maldini gets it away. Best.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shevchenko. It's Gerrard! Gerrard. Cleared away. Seedorf. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now, what about a counter-attack? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And he's had a hit! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he can clear it away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been played through. Maldini cuts it out. Still goalless. And it's Neymar. Nedved. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe is on to... Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone long. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Some good work on the right flank here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Manchester United looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Great vision. There's the delivery. Ferdinand can get it clear. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Hullet. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Shevchenko. Gerrard.
There will be 1 minute
Pinged towards the front line. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Back towards the middle.
Manchester.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello attendees, this
Look
is
back on the first
a
45 minutes.
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Manchester United go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more. Manchester United carrying a 1-goal lead. Nedved. Mbappe has found the net here, of course. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Van Dijk. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cafu charging forward down that flank. Gerrard. Dida claims comfortably. Roberto Carlos. That's Rijkaard. Nedved. Best. Vieira. And the counter is on. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
And that has left him in a heap. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cross needs to be good. He's had it taken off him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that was nowhere near his best. And he's intervened well there. Gerrard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Lens really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Bale. He's in a good position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball, good take. Rooney looks to get on the end of this. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Sumpa. Decent chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Substitution for Manchester United.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Coming on the field, number 26.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. And here's Roberto Carlos.
Substitution.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Iniesta. Bale.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's there to make the challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Bale. And it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. Could move up a gear here. Manchester United leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. They get a throw in. Iniesta. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that has been cleared.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Bale. And they can counter here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Manchester United are making a change now.
Number 10, Roberto Carlos. Number 14, Nedved. Coming on the field, number 19, Nesta.
It's Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly
And now,
so.
Please turn towards the screen.
Any
for a
reflections on
special
what you've seen, Jim?
presentation
Well,
featuring
that was a
our
hard-fought
best
win with
performance
a
today.
defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And the shots!
And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Deftly away.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. This looks promising. Rummenigge. Oh, played through for the wide man. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable match. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific! He's delivered all right! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already.
Best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Baresi goes sliding in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. This is the time you need that pace.
Cantona receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Birmingham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's there to clear it. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ferdinand. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Best shoots! It's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Best. Rijkaard. Seedorf driving forwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Might be danger here. Matheus Cunha. Messi. Messi
Will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. He's picked his way through.
Not the most convincing of passes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
That's a sharp pass. Thuram. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming. Cantona running with the ball. And this is Neymar. And the finish!
Seedorf.
Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Bale.
And it's Davids. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi, who's
Set up one goal so far.
Rijkaard.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. No way through.
There will be 1
Seedorf.
minute added time.
Mateus.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Rijkaard. Best. Costa Curta gets...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And a quick
How would you
announcement
review
to
the
benefit
first
of
half?
anybody who has
Well, I
found
think the
themselves
manager
a little
should
lost
be pretty
today.
happy that his
Please look
side
at the
managed to
screen for
come in on
information
level
how to
terms.
find your
Things
way
seem to be
around this
going a
stadium.
little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 20, Cantona. Coming on the field.
So once
is
again, we're underway.
Number 11, Mbappe.
Matheus Cunha is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to dink it through. Cross needs to be good. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. He's in a great position here.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Seedorf.
Searching pass he's played there.
Good ball, good take. Pings in across. Davids. Best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ferdinand is there, and he can get that clear. Roberto Carlos.
Bale is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
So we've reached the hour mark.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. And that looks a decent ball. Matheus Cunha. Rijkaard.
is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Bale. He's got away. Bale. It's Bale! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mateus, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Ibrahimovic gets into a good position. Mateus, looking here to chip it through. Maldini can get it clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Birmingham really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's the chance to counter. Best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Messi. Very nicely done. Ibrahimovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Substitution for Manchester United.
It's their second
Number
corner of the game.
21, Neymar. Number 9, number 6.
And that should get the job done.
Number 10, Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field, number
And now
18,
a sudden chance to counter.
Gullit. Number 14, Nedved.
And it's Davids.
Number 8,
Threads one in.
Messi.
He's through here.
Number 19, Nesta.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now this could be a chance. That is lovely. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end.
1 minute to add, according to the board.
It's the sort...
And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So just time for me to say thanks. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Spread out to the left. He is through here. Shot a goal! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a decent clearance. Christian
Goes for a shot!
He has done it! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
South Africa get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And he has been fouled there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Great defending, strong and determined. Played back in.
And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Best. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is out of play. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Hullet. Rijkaard. Bale, given the lift of his goal. Best. And they caught Reed. Aimed beyond the defence. Hullet. Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Nedved. And here's Hullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. So what can they make of this? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Knocks it into space. And this is Hullet. In by Hullet. Defending of the chance! Neymar. And here's Bale. Yaya Toure. Tries to play it through. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standard.
Bale! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
South Africa get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Bale. He's played it back. Rijkaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar. And that could set him on his way. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
And we're underway again.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And it's Bale. Bale takes control of it and he's on the move. He's shifted it to the flank. Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, what has happened here? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the through ball. Oh, good take in a good area, and he's picked it up out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Thuram cuts out the pass. Played back towards his own goal. Neatly clipped into space. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Nice looking ball, dink through, and that's a simple one for the keeper. Rijkaard. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The referee's awarded a free kick. So what can they conjure from this one?
We could be looking at a game-changing moment. We all love a tryout, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that was vital. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
South Africa clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Best. And here's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Stood up well to him there. Looking to play him in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Yaya Toure. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great vision. He has found the way through. Flings in across.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution for Manchester United.
No, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 21, Neymar. Number 6, Bale. Number 9, number 10, Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field, number 5,
Mbappe.
Number 11, Mbappe. Number 8.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Number 19.
And this is Roberto Carlos.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thuram gets a foot in here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here. Rijkaard. In by Rijkaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Two added
We
minutes
are
has
into
been
overtime.
indicated.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get on the end of this?
And that's it. Manchester United did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
And a quick
You look
reminder
back on the
today
game then,
that
Jim.
parking in the
Well,
area
the game
around the
plan for
stadium
me
is
just
strictly
looked a
forbidden.
little
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
The action has already started.
And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Backward it goes.
I've looked at this team sheet, Peter, and I'll tell you who the manager's first name was. Philip Cocu. He's got to be first pick because he's a superb professional who appears not to be fazed by anything. Real consistency and reliability.
Genuine unsung hero, Cocu.
Always plays an important part.
He's in a great position.
Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Messi. Cafu. Cafu plays it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's there to make the challenge.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Now it's Platini. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now this could be a chance. Great ball and he's in. And the finish!
Messi.
A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's a sharp pass. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Neymar. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Platini. And he's been shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good alertness. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And here's Cantona. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Cafu. And it's Michel Platini. It's Bellingham. And it's Messi. Cafu. And it's Messi. Chooses to go cross-field. Now Cruyff.
Oh, great feat, that.
That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe! Has fallen kindly here. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Cafu. That's good running with the ball. Messi gets into a good position. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Neymar.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. No, it's come to nothing. Deftly away. Nicked it back promptly. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Manchester United have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Best is offering some sort...
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Cruyff. Best. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found a way through. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bullet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He is through here! Oh, he's got a sight of goal! Can he finish? And again! Really well taken goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Manchester United may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Cruyff. Played out to the left flank. And this is Del Piero. And a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 14, Nedved. Substitution in progress.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Shoots! And that has fair fizzed. Now it's Cruyff, into the last quarter of an hour. Chance, surely! He should have put that one away.
Cruyff really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
There's the crossfield ball. Del Piero chasing after it. Cocu. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super ball. Turns and goes back.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's shifting through. He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time.
And he shoots! Knocks it into space. Big chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Neymar. Can he get onto this? Ah, good steal. He just read it. Seedorf. Cocu, a picture of focus and alertness.
There will be 3
Cafu.
minutes added time.
And this is Cruyff. Thinks about the shot. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cocu. And it's Seedorf. That's a good ball out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Cafu. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are... And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Everybody, and please join me in wishing
After all
a
of that,
happy
Jim,
wedding
what are you
anniversary
thinking?
for one of our
Manchester
Bangkok
United
members.
desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here.
Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does.
Mbappe! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Puskas.
Lahm.
He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Mbappe.
Out towards the flank. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Vieira makes the interception. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. So what can they make of this? Now it's Pelé.
Lahm
Has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Nice bit of trickery.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
And it's Xabi Alonso.
Best.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Bale. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the through ball.
Vieira.
Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Davids. Looking tidy in possession here.
Bale. Oh, well played.
Mbappe.
Maldini. Thuram hurtling down that right flank. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
For a moment you felt that was going... Oh, given away! Davids. And it's Roberto Carlos. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, it's a great ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's burst through! Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Messi. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar gets it away, and we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. Pullet goes short. He's having a shot! And that was very necessary. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Pullet. Alonso. Neymar. Now he's off and running, and he was quick to react. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And Puskás! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Pelé. He has found the way. Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's a little off target. Pelé. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attempt. Neymar has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Thuram. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Roberto Carlos. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Bale. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bale.
That was lovely, that.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the most accurate pass. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Best, very much a man of this moment. Well, that has not gone well. Xavi Alonso into the last quarter of an hour. And he's picked out the run. Nice interception, well timed.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking for options for movement. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Tries to play it through, and this is Ronaldinho. And he's quick to snatch it back. Gullit did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rui Costa shapes to shoot! He should have put that one away.
Rui Costa really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
So their fourth corner of the game. Scholes. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say?
Can he finish? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And here's Hullet. And it's Ronaldinho. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Scholes. Now it's Cruyff.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rijkaard. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Ronaldinho. Great ball, and he's in here. Vieira. And that will be the final act. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Just a quick request today for everyone.
Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together.
It's Totti! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Look at the space here, and the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Nedved, Adriano. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Shevchenko. Maldini. Roberto Carlos. So it is still 0-0. Guti, and here's Shevchenko. Oh, good take in a good area. Terrific header. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neymar. He's having a go! Can he get on the end of this? Neymar is flagged offside. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davids. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shevchenko in acres of space out wide. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. Neymar. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's Nedved. Nedved. Rijkaard. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's picked out the run.
Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Guti! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Half-time getting close now. And it's Nedved. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. Adriano. Yaya Toure.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Guti.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So off we go once more.
Coming on to replace him is
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And that's aimed into the middle.
Arsenal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Rijkaard. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nedved. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Now it's some... Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ambitious ball here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Almost an hour gone. Zanetti. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ferdinand clears it away, looking for the run. Big chance!
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. And that is a little undercooked. Tries to pass it through. Nedved. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's Nedved! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is number 9. Substitution in progress.
Nedved with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Nice interception, well timed. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Now, can they get him away? Toure gets it away. Ball is over the line. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
He is through here. Played into the middle. He's there and gets it away. Another chance from a corner.
Substitution for Manchester United.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
Neymar. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Bale.
They've played it short.
Substitution.
Costa Curta. Tries to get it clear. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That is ended up in no man's land. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Cafu, can he get it through? That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And that's that. Manchester United have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough A terrific win, however you look at it. Totti taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.